I'm Zoreen.
And I'm Dan.
Hi Dan, thanks very much for talking with me today about this amazing game that I previewed recently.
What game is this?
It's called Dungeons 2, the sequel to Dungeons.
Wow, okay. What is Dungeons? I'm going to assume that there is some kind of a dungeon involved.
Okay, well, from what I've played so far, in the preview build, this game comes across to me as a kind of like a cross between Dungeon Keeper and Warcraft 3.
Okay.
Which is great for me because I loved both those games. And you'll see in a minute exactly what I'm talking about, but like it takes a lot of inspiration from both of them heavily. I'd say Warcraft 3 aesthetically especially, and Dungeon Keeper
Definitely got some orcs there doing orcish things.
Yeah, like they're even called the Horde and the Alliance.
Oh wow,
so,
okay.
That kind of like explains. So this is the start of the campaign which I previewed, and you can see that it kind of looks almost like your like standard Warcraft 3 RTS.
Yeah, this looks like a Warcraft 3 map.
That looks
right
like
now.
Stormwind, right? And the troops there, and there's like humans, and basically in this game, like Dungeon Keeper 2 or Dungeon Keeper, you're playing the bad guy. So this whole screen that you're seeing, it's very reminiscent of it, like the hand, the floating hand, which is called the Hand of Evil.
So this is your dungeon now. We're back under the surface.
Yeah, so we're back under the surface, and you know I'm building up my dungeon here, and as you can see, like you select areas that you want your minions to mine out. And you basically spend your time and resources managing this dungeon and building up an army.
Where are you getting the resources from?
So they're mining at the moment the gold that you can see.
Oh yeah, it's embedded in the walls.
So it's embedded in the walls, and there's actually two different types of gold. So the green one, the green square at the top is kind of like one-off gold. You mine it and it gives you a lot at once, but once you've mined it away, it's gone. And the one that had like a smiley face on it was like long-term gold, which you mine away slowly, but it gives you like it continues to give you small amounts of gold over a longer
yes, the smiley face does decrease the value of gold, so...
Right. And so here I've just picked up a couple of orcs, which is like something you do in Dungeon Keeper. Combat is basically you pick up your minions and you throw them at the enemy. You just literally drop them on top of them, and they kill the enemies, and like they just slowly hit them in those numbers that you can see the damage that they're doing.
Who are the enemies? Are these adventurers coming to try and raid your dungeon?
They can be. In this case, it was actually spiders that I've come across.
I thought they would be a fixture of your dungeon.
You would think that, but no. I dug into their cave. They tried to retaliate, but I was like, nope, I'm killing you guys first.
Good, well done.
So these orcs, they've actually leveled up. You can see when after they killed something, you see like a little EXP thing come up. Now, from what I've encountered so far, the levels haven't really done much anything, like no like stat bonuses or anything.
Sure.
So I'm sure like it'll mean something later on.
Well, we're back on the surface now, though. So are you actually leaving your dungeon and coming out to raid a village or something like that?
This is the Warcraft 3 part of the game, which I thought was really interesting. So you can see two mini-maps, one in the bottom right corner, one in the bottom left. The one in the bottom left is what we're looking at right now. And when you send your minions up to the surface, the game kind of changes. Like, you mouse over and like click and drag to select all your units and right-click them to direct them to walk to places.
Yeah.
And
so you don't have your godly pickup powers on the surface?
No, so it's completely, like, almost completely changed. And it's kind of switched from like what I call the Dungeon Keeper mode to like the Warcraft 3 mode, which is really interesting.
And what are you going up to the surface to get?
So in this case, the mission was to destroy the king, or like fight the king, and I went up to the surface to like, you know, suss out what was happening and like destroy a couple of things and get the XP for my minions. But over here, back in the dungeon, the campaign actually changes things up a bit by giving you like different minions and introducing them to their abilities.
Right.
So you've got goblins and such as well. And one of that unit over there that I'm moving around actually has gone invisible and has stealthed through that dungeon. I thought that'd be interesting to you. So yeah, like there is a bit of micro happening as well up in the surface world when you're controlling your minions. You can actually have them use specific abilities that you research in your dungeon.
Yeah.
And like you can research more rooms and such as well. And when your minions die in the dungeon, like
they die in real life?
No, you can pick them up and drop them elsewhere, or a hospital to have them revived.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
When a minion dies, they actually don't really die. They've just passed out.
You sound like a very benevolent dungeon keeper.
so much for the ultimate evil.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's like a lot of stuff to research and a lot of things to do, and I think also a nice little touch was the humor in this game as well. It's very self-aware, and they make a lot of jokes. Like,
yeah, so you think this is like a pretty good follow-up to the original Dungeon Keeper series?
I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I had a lot of fun playing it, and I really enjoyed it. And, like, you know, the developer the developer Realm Forge Studios, Calypso is the publisher. I think they've done a really good job with this. And
Awesome.
yeah, like, good on them for for putting this game together. And although it's, you know, they're not really directly in charge of the Dungeon Keeper franchise, I think this is a really nice homage, and I quite enjoyed it.
Nice.